Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Today I am going to Hobby Lobby and I'm going to Publix for a couple of things. And this afternoon I'm going to bring you guys along because I'm going to make a homemade pizza. I'm going to make a yeast bread crust, and I thought that you guys might like to watch and see how I make it. So this might be a little bit of a longer vlog today, but I hope you guys enjoy it. All this fall stuff is so cute. Look at these napkins. I love these napkins. Those are so pretty. Oh, look at the little cups. These are so cute. Okay, y'all, they have an entire aisle of the Grinch. This is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. It's all 50% off too. These are so cute. And then the little clocks. And the little ornaments. They even have a grilled cheese maker that's the Grinch. This is so cute. And then the little plushies. These are so cute. I love the Grinch. Here's a Grinch waffle maker. Alright, hey y'all, I'm back. So I just got back home and I'm going to start on the pizza crust that I was telling y'all that I was going to make. I've already got all my ingredients laid out, and I will try to remember to put the ingredients in the description box. I just thought y'all might want to see like how I make them. It takes about an hour for it to rise because it is a yeast bread crust. So it's really good. It makes like a 26-inch pizza, I believe it is, so it's really big. So I thought I'd let you guys watch me do that. It's really easy. It's just important that you get the ingredients in the right amount, done the right way, because if not, it's not going to rise. So I have everything laid out right here, and then I have a banneton. That's what this is. You just put the yeast bread in there and you cover it and you let it rise. So it'll rise for an hour, and then we'll be able to roll it out and make the pizza crust. So the first thing that you want to start with, I'm going to use my Bosch mixer because it's just easier for me to do that when it's in a big batch like this. I've already got my dough hook in there, and you have to have 1 cup of warm water. It's got to be like 110 degrees. So make sure just tap water is good, because as long as it's completely hot and you let it run for a few seconds, when you check it, it's 110 degrees. So that's what's in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with my bread flour. You have to have 2.5 cups of bread flour. This is a 2-cup measuring spoon that I use. So you just want to level it out the best you can, kind of like that much, and put it in there. There's 2. And then I have a 1/2 cup measure here that I'm going to be using for the other half. You can also measure it out in like grams. If you are used to cooking with grams, you can do that too. But I do it like this. Sometimes I do measure it out by grams. So that's 2.5 cups. And then to the 2.5 cups, you're going to add your water. Just pour it right in there. And you're going to have instant active dry yeast so that you don't have to make it bloom or anything. I just use this one. It's the SAF instant. That's what I always use. For that, you are going to want 0.25 ounces or 1 packet. Let me grab my scale. So I have just a scale, And I'm going to put it on ounces. Let me get it cleared out. Let me zero it out real good. Okay, so, and you can just put like a cup on there, set it down, and zero that out. And when you zero that out, then you can measure your yeast into it, and you'll get your 2.5 ounces. Not ounces. 0.25 ounces. I thought that sounded like a lot, but okay, so that's 0.25 ounces. Then you're just going to dump your yeast in there. And I'm going to cut it on. It's going to be a little bit loud. I'm going to cut it on for just a second. And I'm going to knead that together for just a second. And then I'll add in my sugar and my olive oil and my salt. Okay, so for the sugar, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. So just 1 teaspoon of sugar. And then for your salt, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. If you don't put your salt in it, it's going to taste really bad, trust me. Ask me how I know. And then you are going to want 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So there's 1. And there's 2. Okay. And then I'm going to cut it on and let it run again and knead. It'll be kind of sticky, but that's normal for it to be sticky like that. You want it to be sticky, but not overly sticky. So if you have to add a little bit more flour, just put it on a floured surface. I scrubbed my counters with some cleaner. So I actually put down a piece of parchment paper that I'm going to use, and I'll show y'all how to do that, the way that I make it rise and the way that I roll it out into the ball. I'll show y'all how to do that as soon as it's done kneading. So I got the dough out. You can see it's a little sticky, a little bit rubbery. It's supposed to be like that. I floured my counter. So now I'm just going to knead it for a couple of seconds like this. You may have to get some extra flour on your hands because it is very, very sticky. And like I said, just make sure your countertop's really clean. I always sanitize mine before I do it. And as you start rolling it, it's going to get even stickier as you knead it. And that's normal. That's the way it's going to be. So don't worry about that. Don't think you did something wrong, because you didn't. But you can see like how my hands are kind of sticking to it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of flour and just rub it on my hands. And you're just going to keep kneading it until you knead it into a little ball. It smells really good too. The dough itself smells good. And then I have my oven light on because mine doesn't have a proof on it. So I'm just going to put it in there with the light on, and that'll heat it enough to keep it from, to keep it rising. So I took my banneton and I put a little bit of flour in it, and I'm just going to take my dough ball and I'm going to lay it in there, and I'm going to cover it. And then in about an hour, I'll come back and check it, and then I'll show y'all what it looks like after the hour's up. Okay, y'all, so it's been an hour and the dough has risen. You can see how big it is. I laid down a placement that has like the sizes on it. So what I'm going to do after I already did all my ingredients, I got everything cooked up. I got the hamburger done and all my other ingredients. I'm just going to lay this out. You can see how big that is. It's really big. And then I'm going to flatten it out, get the air out of it. And then I'm just going to start rolling out my crust. I always use, this is the pan that I use. It's I think it's a 26-inch pan. I do it that way we can have leftovers for a couple of days, because when I make pizza, they're huge. So I save it for a couple days. I'm just going to take a rolling pin and I'm going to roll it out, and I'm just going to keep rolling until I get it to the size of the pan. And then when I get it the size of the pan, then I'll push it down in there and add my sauce and everything to it. You can make them the square pizzas or the round, whatever you want to make it, whatever size you want. And you don't even necessarily have to roll it out if you just squish it down with your hands. If you're just going to do a small one, that's fine too. There's so many ways that you can do it. Now it's going to be bigger than my mat is, but that's okay because I cleaned the counter again after I finished making the dough ball. And I'm just going to flatten it out. You can make a thick or a thin crust, whatever you prefer. Like I said, I'm going to just roll it out until I get it almost as big as the pan, and then you can finish it inside the pan, because my counter, I don't have a lot of counter space, and you can see I have all my knives and stuff here, so it's kind of hard to have a lot of room. But you make do with what you got. I'm just going to pull it off the edge a little bit and kind of let it dangle, and then push it out that way some more. Just like that. I'm going to get my pan and I'm going to spray it with a little bit of pan cooking spray. You can use olive oil or whatever. And then I'm just going to set it down, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip it over in there. I'm sorry if y'all hear me sniffling, my nose is still runny. And you can see it fit pretty much perfectly in there. That's why I like using that, because it is almost the perfect size for the pan. And you just push your edges down. Just like that. I'm going to put just a little bit of olive oil on it just to keep it kind of moist. You can just rub that in with your hands. Make sure you have clean hands though. Okay. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my sauce, just whatever pizza sauce you like, and put it on there. And we're going to spread that out. Get a spoon. I just thought it would be fun today to do my little cooking video for y'all, because I know some of y'all said you would like to see that, so I thought I would do that for y'all today. And your pizza, you can put whatever on it that you like. I'm going to do a meat pizza today. Oh, and it does have vegetables on it. Some of my family likes mushrooms. I do not like mushrooms. And some like peppers. And me and Natalie are the only two I think that likes peppers, or Natasha. So I put peppers on there. And then Cameron likes the mushrooms and the olives. We all like olives, so we put the olives on there. So I ground up some hamburger, and I'm going to put that in there. Now, like I said, this is going to be a huge pizza, but it'll last for a couple of days. I'm going to spread all of that out. And then I have a pack of diced ham. I like this ham to go on it. It's really good on there. I just sprinkle it all over it. It's already chopped for me, so I don't even have to chop it. And I put that on top of my hamburger. Just like that. And then I'm going to add my cheese. Let me wash my hands real quick. So I'm going to add my cheese. I have just a 5-pound bag of cheddar cheese that I'm gonna put up. Like I said earlier, I buy everything in bulk. That includes cheese. So then we're gonna sprinkle the cheese on there. So that's the cheddar, and then I like to put mozzarella on there as well. We don't eat as much mozzarella, so I just buy a smaller bag, and I'll put the whole bag of that on there. So it's going to look like that. Hope y'all can see that, I don't know. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to put my peppers and olives on there. And I'm only going to put it on half the peppers because, like I said, some don't like peppers, some do. So I'm just going to put it on half. I've already chopped everything up. These are the olives. And then I have red and orange bell peppers that I'm going to put just on half of the pizza. You can use whatever toppings you want on it. Then on the other half, I'm going to put mushrooms and green olives and onions. Okay, and then this is the olives and the onions. Okay. And it's going to look like that. And then I'm going to put pepperoni on the entire pizza. I just go around the edges and put it around the edge of the pizza and then work my way to the middle. I already have my oven set to 400. It doesn't take it very long to cook, maybe 30 minutes or so if you keep a check on it. I use the convection setting on mine. It may take longer or less time in yours. I don't know. Everybody's ovens are different. So. Okay, my oven's preheated. That was it beeping. Everything's falling off my counter over there if y'all hear something. I have my dishwasher going, so it's all falling. Okay, and then it looks like that. And then I'm going to pop it in the oven, and when it gets done, I will show y'all what it looks like. And I'll cut into it for you. So I'll see y'all in about 30 minutes. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will catch you in the next one. If you would, please like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.